Hi there, this is Dr. Corey Gilbert with the Healthy Marriage Inner Circle and the Warrior Marriage Podcast. You can find us on facebook.com/group/The Healthy Marriage and join into the conversation and the videos and the things that are there to help you build a strong marriage and family that you're proud of. Today I'm going to look at the 5 signs of a functional family from Gary Chapman. This is one of those books years ago that actually really impacted me to think through the kind of husband I wanted to be, the kind of man I wanted to be, and what do I want to see in a functional, healthy family. I had a great one growing up, and then my wife did as well, and it's been neat to see these things applied. So here are the ones that his research back years ago pointed out. First one was an attitude of service. And so this idea of service means that I'm actually not about myself. I'm about others. It starts with my marriage and how I am serving my spouse, and it goes beyond that. And so here are just things to think about. Where does this attitude begin? Ideally, it begins in the hearts of both parents, or both mom and dad, or you and I. And so rate each other, or each member of your family of origin, and the existence of or non-existence of such an attitude. Now, what about yourself? I really appreciate that. Do you know what I would like? And developing an attitude of service beyond the family is through family service projects. You can be intentional about developing this and doing this even if you don't have it now. But this is an important one. The second one, well, is the intimacy between husband and wife. I mean, how you handle, this isn't just physical intimacy, that's an important piece, but it's the whole, intellectual intimacy, emotional intimacy. Too many couples don't talk more than just a few minutes a day. So how much time you invest in each other, entering into each other's lives emotionally, intellectually, socially, physically, and spiritually. Think through what's missing and what needs to be developed. Create a plan, create a vision, and be more intentional about developing intimacy between the husband and wife, us as moms and dads. Next one are parents who teach and train. We've got to be intentional with our children. This is why I wrote my book, I Can't Say That. Was to help parents develop a biblical sexual ethic for themselves so they think through it, so they can then transmit that, give that to their children, help them grow up in ways that they know what they believe and they can actually stand for that. And so parents who teach and train are actively involved in giving guidance to their children. It's teaching and training, 2 wheels on which parents are parenting roles. Love is the oil that keeps the wheels moving smoothly. So being able to know what that means and looks like. And love doesn't always mean nice. It also means boundaries, and that's important. Discover your child's love language, and that's Gary Chapman's other research and books that are really, really helpful and great tools for us. The challenge of creative teaching, creative instruction, verbally communicating, creative encouragement to instill courage, creative correction. That's a really hard one at times. Correcting only those behaviors that are destructive or detrimental, and creative affirmation. We need to be able to be consistent in our training them up, raising them up in the way they should go. This is the fourth one, husbands who are loving leaders. What does that look like? What does it mean to be a leader in your family? Leadership without love can become despotic. Love without leadership can become weakness. We need to really be intentional at our role as a husband, as a father, to love and to lead our family, and really be careful and look at where are we leading them. I mean, what's the point? The functional husband views his wife as a partner, will communicate with his wife, will put his wife at the top of his priority list, will love his wife unconditionally, is committed to discovering and meeting his wife's needs, and will seek to model his spiritual and moral values. The functional father, so this other key role we have, will be active in his fathering, will make time to be with his children, engages his children in conversation, plays with his children, teaches his values, and provides for and protects his children. These are the kind of men we need to develop functional families, and then children that go off and actually honor the Lord as well. And then the last one, which makes sense, children who obey and honor parents. We see then the children responding to the parents, and this obedience, it's actually not a negative word. It benefits an evaluation of the family rules, and they actually are thankful that they're a part of that family, which I know both my wife and I feel that way about our family. that we're able to teach your children to honor others. This goes outside the family. Honor is based on the realization of another's worth. And honor is the expression of respect or esteem. So these are these 5 signs of a functional family: an attitude of service, intimacy between the husband and wife, parents who teach and train, husbands who are loving leaders, and children who obey and honor parents. And I hope this is helpful for you to think through maybe what you might be lacking, what might need some tweaking, and we all have them. I can look at this list myself and see areas I need to grow in, and I'm challenged in as a husband and as a father. May you actually be intentional about developing some habits that encourage your spouse, encourage your children, that maybe some shifts that need to happen in your family and time and money and what you're committed to, that actually help you guys grow in your faith and in your strength as a couple and as your leadership of your children. And may you have a healthy marriage. If you want to find out more about what I do and the services I have, go to healinglives.com. And the book that I wrote, I Can't Say That, for parents, you can order that at ican'tsaythat.com. And I would love to serve you and your family. If there's anything that I can do to help you do this and do this well, it's my heart and passion for you to have a marriage you're proud of and to fight for something that actually is of value, that's part of God's design for us here on this earth. So bless you and your family and your marriage.